Everybody is arguing about the wrong thing, and I realized that after spending the last few days reading comments under Pocket 4P videos, Luna Ultra videos, comparison videos, launch videos, leaks, rumors, and pretty much every discussion I could find. People are arguing about sensors. People are arguing about Leica. People are arguing about dynamic range. People are arguing about D-Log2. People are arguing about telephoto lenses. But after reading hundreds of comments, I noticed something strange. Very few people are actually making their buying decision based on any of those things. Instead, most people seem to be choosing based on something much simpler: trust. And I think that completely changes how we should be looking at these two cameras, because if we only looked at specifications, this conversation would already be over. Pocket 4P launched officially. We now know exactly what DJI is offering. Dual cameras, a 1-inch sensor, 17 stops of dynamic range, D-Log2, 4K 240 frames per second, a dedicated 60mm telephoto lens, multi-person tracking, 103 gigabytes of internal storage, up to 210 minutes of battery life. This is objectively the most advanced pocket camera DJI has ever released, and if specs alone decided winners, many people would simply stop looking at alternatives, but they haven't. In fact, what's fascinating is that Luna Ultra may actually be generating more discussion right now than Pocket 4P, and that's where things get interesting, because I don't think people are comparing cameras anymore. I think they're comparing philosophies. Let's start with DJI. The biggest advantage DJI has right now isn't the sensor. It isn't the telephoto lens. It isn't even D-Log2. It's trust. DJI has spent years building an ecosystem. People own DJI drones, people own DJI microphones, people own DJI action cameras. People know the software, people know the accessories, people know the workflow. When somebody buys a Pocket 4P, they aren't just buying a camera, they're buying predictability. They know it will probably work exactly as advertised. The stabilization will be good, the tracking will be good, the app will be mature, the accessories will be available, the firmware updates will continue. That level of confidence is incredibly powerful, and honestly, it might be DJI's biggest competitive advantage. Now let's look at Insta360, because Luna Ultra is approaching this category from a completely different direction. If DJI is selling confidence, Insta360 is selling curiosity. Think about the features everybody keeps talking about. The detachable screen, the screen acting as a wireless microphone, the Leica collaboration, the head tracking accessory, the modular approach. Notice something? None of these are traditional camera specifications. Nobody is saying, wow, I need that because it has one more stop of dynamic range. They're saying that's actually a cool idea. And I think that's exactly why Luna Ultra has been getting so much attention. Not because it is necessarily better, because it feels different. For years, the Pocket category barely changed. Every generation got a little better, a little faster, a little sharper, a little smarter. But fundamentally, the experience stayed the same. Luna Ultra is one of the first products that genuinely tries to change how you interact with a pocket camera. Whether that succeeds or fails is a different question, but at least it's trying something new, and that's important, because innovation rarely looks obvious at first. If you go back and look at technology history, many features people now consider essential were initially dismissed as gimmicks. Sometimes new ideas fail, sometimes they reshape an entire category. The detachable screen might be one of those ideas, or it might not. We genuinely don't know yet. And that's what makes Luna Ultra interesting. But here's where I think the conversation gets more complicated, because the more I read comments, the more I realize people aren't really choosing between cameras. They're choosing between risk and safety. Pocket 4P is the safe choice. Luna Ultra is the exciting choice. Those aren't the same thing. Imagine you're a professional creator. You have clients, deadlines, projects. You don't want surprises. You want reliability. You want something that works every single time. Pocket 4P makes a lot of sense. Now imagine you're a solo creator, you make YouTube videos, travel content. social media content, you enjoy experimenting, you enjoy trying new workflows, you enjoy discovering new ways to shoot, suddenly Luna Ultra becomes much more attractive. Neither decision is wrong. They're simply solving different problems, and I think that's what most comparison videos miss. They focus on image quality charts. Before we continue, a quick thanks to today's sponsor, Akiyo. If you ride a motorcycle, e-bike, scooter, or even a bicycle regularly, having a dedicated riding camera can be incredibly useful. Whether it's capturing your adventures or simply having footage if something unexpected happens on the road, it's one of those things you appreciate when you need it. This camera is a compact riding camera that records in 2K, has a wide-angle lens, and is designed to handle real-world riding conditions with its weather-resistant design. It also supports loop recording, parking monitoring, and Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can review footage directly from your phone. Plus, the battery can last up to 7.5 hours on a single charge, making it suitable for longer rides. If you'd like to learn more, check out the link in the description. Now let's get back to it. Meanwhile, buyers are thinking about daily use. Let's talk about telephoto lenses for a moment, because I think this perfectly illustrates the issue. For months, people demanded a telephoto lens on a Pocket camera. DJI listened, Pocket 4P now has one, and I think it's genuinely useful. Portraits look better, travel footage looks better, products look better. The creative flexibility is absolutely real. But here's the question nobody asks. How often are you actually going to use it? If you're a travel vlogger, filming yourself most of the time, maybe not that often. If you're a product creator or filmmaker, probably quite a lot. The value depends entirely on your workflow, and that's true for almost every feature on both cameras. The detachable screen sounds revolutionary. Unless you never shoot yourself, then it might not matter. The telephoto lens sounds revolutionary. Unless you primarily vlog with the wide camera, then it might not matter. The Leica branding sounds exciting. Unless you're going to shoot everything in auto mode anyway, then it might not matter. This is why the debate has become so messy. Yes, people are evaluating the same products from completely different perspectives and then acting surprised when they reach different conclusions. One thing I do find interesting is how much the ecosystem argument keeps appearing in comments. Far more than sensor discussions, far more than dynamic range discussions. People repeatedly mention microphones, accessories, software, compatibility, future products. That's a huge signal because it tells us that creators are starting to think long term. They're no longer asking which camera is better today. They're asking which system do I want to invest in. That's a much more important question, especially when products are becoming increasingly capable. Let's be honest. Both of these cameras are already good enough for most creators. The difference between them isn't the difference between good and bad, it's the difference between two different visions of what a pocket camera should be. And honestly, that's why I think this competition is great. DJI launched Pocket 4P, Insta360 launched Luna Ultra. Neither company copied the other completely, neither company played it completely safe. Both companies pushed the category in different directions. And because of that, creators now have something they haven't had for a long time, a genuine choice. Not a fake choice, a real one. Maybe you want the mature ecosystem, maybe you want the innovative workflow, maybe you want the telephoto lens, maybe you want the detachable screen, maybe you trust DJI, maybe you want to take a chance on Insta360. For the first time in years, there isn't a universally correct answer. And honestly, I think that's why this debate has become so passionate, because both sides have legitimate arguments. So instead of asking which camera wins, maybe we should ask a different question. If both cameras cost exactly the same price, if both cameras were available in your country tomorrow, and if both cameras were sitting on a table right in front of you, which one would you actually pick? Not because of the specs, not because of the marketing, but because of the way you personally create content. That's the answer that matters. And judging by the comments I've been reading, that's the answer nobody seems to agree on.